This is a Headgum original.
Thank you to Bird Dogs for sponsoring this episode of our show. Sorry, I'm a little down in the dumps because I was ousted as host from the Headgum podcast, but I can't speak highly enough of Bird Dogs. Bird Dogs have completely changed the game. Bird Dogs sent me some shorts along with a free Yeti tumbler, and I've been using both increasingly as the weather starts to get hotter in Los Angeles, and they make an unbelievable product. Bird Dogs shorts, pants, and joggers are made from the finest high-quality material and come with the built-in liners that cradle your stovepipe for all-day comfort, and oh boy, do they. I've never felt so much support from a short. And who the fuck likes being uncomfortable, right? If you're not wearing Bird Dogs this summer, you probably poop with your pants on, which is honestly disgusting. So don't shit yourself. Get Bird Dogs. It's time to upgrade to the shorts and pants of the future. Your balls will thank you, I promise. My balls have been thanking me every time it's been over 80 degrees and I've worn Bird Dogs here in California. So go to birddogs.com and enter promo code what's that? Sorry, again, it's just kind of hard to say that because so many memories hosting this show and now I've been shit canned. Go to birddogs.com, enter promo code what's that, and they'll throw in a free Bird Dogs Yeti tumbler. They found Yeti's $90 tumbler. It's an amazing product, keeps things cold and warm, etc. They copied it, and now Bird Dogs is giving it to you for free. So again, birddogs.com, promo code what's that, and boom, a free Bird Dogs tumbler with your pair of Bird Dogs. You will not take these off, I promise you. All right, they're unbelievable. Just do yourself a favor, get some Bird Dogs. Thanks, Bird Dogs.
Right? 100 episodes in the bag, man. This is unbelievable that we've made it this far. I mean, if the celebration calls for it. Noon on a Friday. 100 episodes in the bag. 100 episodes and a half.
Stop.
200 more.
You had to clean that up, man.
What's that?
That will be a water stain in like 30 seconds.
Really?
And
Yes.
Yeah.
Table is covered in liquid.
This is crazy.
And it reeks like booze.
I'm not going to apologize for being celebratory.
Not asking you to apologize. I'm just stating the facts.
It'll be hard
This
to
is
clean.
fucked up. We've
Can
got
I
Billy-
also say
Yeah.
that I couldn't see anything that Geoff was doing on the table. I could only see really his torso. And I
Sure.
honestly assumed that he got like champagne flutes and stuff. And then when he pulled back and revealed the old Headgum logo mason jar, I was really upset. I was not happy about it.
He would have.
That was easy.
Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves.
200
Nuts.
more. Spills booze
This is
all
good
over the
because
table.
now he can't hear us slander him.
Right.
I wish
Like-
I could see anyone else besides Amir's weird sunglass plaid Madras shirt look, but
Yeah.
alas, that's all I
Marika's
can-
seeing us through Jeff's laptop, which is just facing me and Geoff.
yeah, it's mostly a cactus right now.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Amir.
Well,
This
I'm
is
trying to
a-
support my brother in sunglasses. I'm wearing shades too, Marika, just so you know.
Oh, that's good to know. Yeah,
Bright
that helps
pink
a lot.
tee.
It's difficult. Jesus.
Can you imagine? I
that's
can
such a-
only imagine what camera 2
That's
is
oh
seeing
no,
right
it's
now.
spilling on the carpet. It's such a non-absorbent paper towel. He was just sort of
is
shuffling
your
the liquid
furniture.
around. Yeah.
Like, I get, like, tolerating him in the conversational realm, but when he starts just trashing your furniture,
Also, can you see the discrepancy in like amount of champagne poured.
Yeah.
One of the mason jars is filled to the brim. The other two are like at 20 and 33% capacity.
Here's one.
So here's mine, which is like,
light.
I wouldn't even drink this much apple juice, let alone champagne at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Just
and then this is Billy's. Oddly, a different shade of yellow. I don't know how that works out. Just
Geoff is on one knee,
he's on bended
pushing,
knee, pushing
not
alcohol.
absorbing liquid off the table, pushing it into his hot little
Maybe
hand.
you should just drink it off of the table.
Oh, that's cool.
If he slurps it up, that's probably faster, to be honest.
Yeah, slurp up the liquid from a table.
He was kind of like rushing us along to get this podcast started because he has 4 segments he really wants to get to. The first 5 minutes of this podcast has been him cleaning up his mess.
I will say, though, we're
You
closer
kick the
to
jar.
it being 100 minutes long. So just keep
that's
that
good.
in mind.
Yeah, I don't have time for that, but like that sounds like a good.
Let me help you out, Amir.
Yeah, otherwise it would have been a good.
Don't restart the music. Like, I mean, yeah, I have a LaCroix. Not as exciting. You also could have like posted me a bottle of champagne or something.
I had the champagne idea as I walked into work.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I also wasn't gonna dress. Also, you guys could have fucking dressed up.
I'm
I am
sorry,
a little
but like,
bit.
what's that?
I am a little bit dressed up.
Sunglasses?
No, the button-up shirt. Sunglasses I don't need. It was just.
Are we
sort of like
done
a-
with the sunglasses bit?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. They might come back.
I put a lot of sweat equity into this show, and I think that by virtue of how I'm dressed, it shows. And you guys are looking a little schlubby, especially Marika.
We started recording at noon. You texted me at 11:43, said Jake can't make it. Can you be his backup? And here I am.
All right, I'll give Billy a pass. But you know what? What's your excuse, ass?
I'm dressed a little nicer. Like I usually wear shorts and a tee. This
Yeah.
is like a button-up.
And you could have worn a tux for me.
The last time you wore a suit for this show, Geoff, you were sitting in a closet. So let's not go there, you know? It's great to be back here.
It's good to have you back.
And
yeah.
100 episodes, man. Congratulations.
No, then thank you. And it is like, I don't want to treat it with too much gravity because, you know, at the end of the day, it's just a show.
Gravitas.
But this is one of the most special days of my life.
Why?
They said we couldn't do it.
Ooh.
They said I had a medically fascinating body.
Who?
My doctor, my GP, all right?
Did
said
he
that-
also say the thing about the podcast, or those are two different people?
Those are like, the first one is basically everybody. The second one is specifically my GP.
Okay.
Got it.
He said I have a fat ass and toothpick ankles.
We know.
Yes, but this is from a fucking MD. Right?
Fascinating.
Got broken up by my therapist.
Why?
What does that mean?
She said I wasn't making progress.
It seems like it's on her,
That shouldn't
right?
be a reason for her to dump you.
Yeah, isn't that like, it's good for her business? You want to see someone who's not making progress.
Damn, Daniel.
This day it has too much weight on it emotionally for me because therapist-less, doctor-less.
Wait, the doctor who
Smartless.
said you had a
What's
fat
that?
ass and toothpick legs?
Well, yeah,
dumped you
how am I
too?
supposed to go back to somebody who like has his degree on the wall? Oh, you went to Tufts. Nice.
So you dropped them.
Yeah, that one I did fire my.
So you have to take some accountability for that one.
Well, I'm just saying now I have to find somebody else. I'm taking accountability for sure in my actions, but emotionally I'm wrecked.
So if this show doesn't bring me back from the dead, emotionally speaking,
Then it was all for naught.
Noted.
not just this record, the entire fucking thing, this escapade, this fucking oral poison, joison sometimes, but usually poison. I mean, what was it all for? Unless I'm happy.
Are you happy?
What's that?
Are you happy?
Currently, it could go either way. All right, it's a teeter-totter where both people are the exact same amount of weight.
All right.
Are you a Libra?
No, I'm a
Are
Sagittarius.
you a Libra? You're a Sag. Okay, nice.
Are you
I'm a
Sag
Libra.
after?
What's that?
I just said I'm a Libra.
So you kind of get this balancing act. Like, I'm getting no empathy from Marika. I'm getting sympathy maybe from you, but it's bordering on pity.
Just start
Always.
the fucking show.
100 episodes!
Yeah.
Right?
The third time.
Yeah. Here's what we're going to start it off with. Just something normal before we get into the festivities. Bond of the week. This week, my pick is, well, me.
And then on to the Beyonce song,
Okay.
of course.
You must not know about
Jeffrey.
me. You must not know about me. I can wear a tux like nobody's business. I also know how to handle a gun. Baby, you must not know about me. You must not know about me. I've had a ton of intercourse with women, so don't you ever for a second
Don't
get to
look at me
thinking
while you're singing.
I couldn't be James Bond.
That's not a.
Can I
that's
ask?
not
Can
a
I ask
tux.
a real question? Yeah, I was gonna ask what's a tux is a different lapel, right? Plus
No,
a
I think it's that
cummerbund.
it's lined with silk.
Yeah. Or
Oh,
like,
really?
usually the pants have like a interesting stripe or like a whatever that
Tuxedo stripe.
belt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How about you don't comment on your coworkers' outfits?
Yeah, I'm not.
You literally opened the podcast by saying that he could dress up much nicer.
This is a disaster, Casey. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a train wreck. It didn't even start on the rails.
So you didn't go with You Must Not Know Jeffrey.
Oh, that's really good.
Oh,
He also
no.
That would have been better.
Also, all you saying was, you must not know about me, you must not know about me, but you had it written down. You were reading it off a prompt. Like, yeah, you couldn't memorize the words, even though the words this time was the actual words to the song.
Well, I forgot that I knew how to handle a
gun.
a handgun. Yeah,
Right.
With a silencer,
Yeah,
like James.
right.
What about Jeffrey James Bond?
That's pretty good.
I'm sure that's been brought up before.
Really?
Probably.
That's a good ending to not only the Bond, but also the you must not know about, and then your James Bond of the week runner that's been happening.
It's the 100th episode. It feels like a time to reflect.
Yeah.
And that's the perfect segue because we've
I'm
made
not
it
done
through.
talking. And so it seems like all of the bonds that people have suggested over the course of the 100 episodes, it'd be nice to maybe go through the list of them. Do you have that prepared?
Do I have the list of the that's
Everybody's
interesting.
Bond.
I
Well, there was
also-
Richard Con-
I also just wanted to share my Bond of the week because I had what I thought was a good idea, but you really just tried to move on.
Yeah.
No, let's hear your Bond of the week.
I think the new Bond should be Nick Weiger.
Weiger.
Doughboy.
I think he'd do a great job. I think it'd be fun to see him cavorting around the world doing spy stuff.
Yeah.
He has the self-confidence for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could pull it off.
What he might lack in sartorial effort and aesthetic, he makes up for by being able to suck his own dick, which I've always felt like 007 would have at least tried.
You always said that.
James
I'm
Bond is
always
Assassin Love
saying
Addict.
that.
It kind of feels
James
like
Bond
only
sucks
he
his own
can
dick.
say that about himself too, by the way. Like you just spreading that out. He said it once on a podcast and now people know it, but I don't know if you have the green light to just say it.
Spreading that out is interesting because I was also going to lob up, what if he was the first James Bond to get pegged?
Also, Jake is here. What the fuck?
This is not prepared, so we don't.
We didn't.
Well,
know
it was prepared.
It was prepared.
It was very hard to set up.
Yeah.
The idea that he can just join and then we can record it, that's a huge question mark, right?
No, I
And we
think
don't
it'll
think
be
it's possible.
fine.
Yeah?
I think it'll be fine.
Wait, so are you fully recording?
Who,
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you couldn't make it. This is crazy.
And then he said before we started, I might make it for the second half, and
I
we
didn't
are
see
in the
that.
second
I
half
didn't
because
see
we were
that
supposed
because
to
we
start
were
recording
setting
at
everything
3.
up, right?
Should I leave? Do you want me to leave?
No, stay. It's the first episode with 5 people.
you happy
which
to leave?
honestly,
I'll
He
leave.
spilled a lot of champagne earlier. He spent the first 10 minutes of the show.
Yeah, the first 5 minutes of the
Cleaning
podcast
it
was
up.
Geoff licking up champagne from the
Great.
table.
Yeah. I was going to ask, what did I miss? This all sounds. This
That
all
and Bond of the
Would've-
Week.
Yeah, par for the
dressed
course.
up as
Oh,
well.
great. I didn't get to do my Bond of the week.
Yeah, let's hear your Bond of the week. This is
What?
Amir.
It's nice.
Let's hear your Bond of the week.
I just watched Dunkirk again recently, and the little blonde boy from the boat in Dunkirk.
Okay, is it Tom Glenn Carney?
Maybe. Or maybe also the kid that eats shit on the boat. He could also work, but he's more of a Bond villain.
Yeah. And
I
one
feel
of
like
the
I'm
biggest
taking up a lot of
blonde
air.
kid.
This is your show, Geoff. This is your day. I'm just here to say
Oh,
congrats.
no, you know what? It's
I have
all
to
of
figure out
ours
who this
days.
is.
Because this show has served its purpose in bringing joy to everyone.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm glad that I got to be here for the final episode. This is awesome.
Oh, we
it's been
haven't
a cool
told-
run.
We haven't talked to.
You
Geoff
told
about-
me before you told Geoff?
Well, I wanted to sort of let everyone know because we were going to do it right after this episode.
I didn't realize.
Right.
Let's
We're
have
going to do it
let's
right
make-
after the episode.
I don't want to say anything, but let's make this episode a good one.
Here.
I agree.
Totally.
Let's just make this one a good one. That is the guy. Yeah. Yes, Marika, that's correct.
I love him.
I love him. Yeah. he's
So do you
funny.
agree with my Bond of the Week?
Yeah, I think it's a good choice. He's great. He's great in the ferry. He was great in the Ferryman, a play that I told Amir to see and then he didn't.
Did I not?
If you take this show away from me,
No.
you take me away from you.
Jeff has so many
That's
segments.
good, I think.
Jeff has so many segments, and we haven't sniffed one yet. We're talking about Dunkirk, little blonde boys that ate shit, and Jeff is sitting here silently.
The line-
But aren't
stewing.
you impressed at how fast I got that 3-word name from little blonde boy on the boat?
Yeah.
I'm just saying you
There's
take the
only
show-
one blonde boy in all of Dunkirk.
'Cause I am the
so there's
show.
only one guy it could be.
It's
Yeah.
like an actorla.
But no, it was really good. It's fresh in
I
my
am the
mind
show.
because I saw it yesterday. Sorry, Geoff. I'm talking about Dunkirk.
You kill the show, you kill me.
That's yes.
You kill the show, you kill me.
That
Yep.
that is the intention.
If you think there's any way I survive without the show,
Billy, he's hurting me.
Billy, do something.
Give me the bottle.
that's funny. No, let's continue, I guess, with whatever you guys were saying, and then we'll wrap it up.
No, we're done.
All right, great. Kirk.
Nice.
We do actually have a lot to get to. This is perfect, though. Do we even have time to talk about Formula One? Let's save it for the end, because also not
Ooh.
everybody likes Formula One. But
We'll save it for the end.
driving-
That could be our plugs, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do that. Which means that we have to talk about the past 100 episodes, a retrospective of sorts. What is your guys' favorite episode you've ever been on of the show? And if you don't have one prepared, the longer the silence goes on, the more hurt I'll
The
be.
Headgoskers.
The Headgoskers were good. The
Yeah.
Academy Gum Awards.
It was in the midst of the pandemic, and everyone was really sad. You asked me to hop on your podcast, your video podcast, and I opened up my screen, and Jeff was wearing a robe, and he looked like the bad guy or good guy. I've never seen the movie from Despicable Me, hunched
Yeah.
over like Pac-Man, and he was sweating in a closet. And I was like, for the first time in months, I'm happy. Someone is worse than me. Yeah.
I think my favorite episode is the one where Amir sang the Omsby song.
Did you see the Omsby Wordle that I sent? It sort of popped it into HQ, but nobody
Yeah,
really
I saw
responded.
it.
Well, no one
it was
reacted
fine,
because you
man.
spelled it.
Wrong.
You spelled it incorrectly.
Yeah.
It's a four-letter word.
Yeah, but Omsby with an E at the end because the E was sort of
Right.
baked into
Well, yeah,
What
the
was
you,
word.
the-
you had to extend it.
What was that song, Marika? Do you remember how it went?
It was the why are you not eating rice one. But I don't remember how it
Play it.
started.
I'm sure you have it prepared, right? So you could click the
It's
button.
in that great compilation that someone started making
Yeah.
of all the
Well,
songs.
You don't actually have to search for it. It'll take a little bit, right? Because we have a bunch to. You said you had.
You kill the
20
show, you kill me, right?
Say my name when no one is an Omsby. Say, baby, I'll eat rice. Why are you not eating rice?
And now the song.
I'm on Instagram. I
was
don't
a
say. I
plugs.
really am. Baby,
why are you not eating rice? You had 2 voice cracks.
You gave up on the end. Right.
Say my rice, when no one is an Omsby. Say we'll eat at Omsby, you'll be eating rice.
Sort of predates your. You must not know about It's like
Yeah.
the spiritual prequel to that.
Yeah. In a way, because I also couldn't get that song out of my head.
I think they're both Beyonce songs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One's Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child. Jake? Amir?
There was one episode that I recorded with Jake in his office, right where Jake is sitting. It was me, Jake, your friend who's never been on the show before or since, and you. Do you remember
And you
that?
said that was
Was
a
it
good,
Fallon?
why was that a good one to you?
That was just a memorable podcast episode to me because it seemed to have just come and gone, lost forever. Nobody thinks about that episode. Nobody references that episode. But it was special to me because Jake and I were recording together in New York. And that is the only time that happened. And it's exactly where Jake is sitting right now. That's kind of
That's
it was kind of a
I think
unique
that's cute.
episode.
That's meaningful.
cute.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Who was that friend of yours? What was his name again? Do you remember that? You don't remember. See, nobody
don't know who it
remembers.
was.
Yeah.
It was like a
Bailey
TV
Brick?
writer on like Nickelodeon or something.
Jeff
Wasn't Zach
Jeff
Dunn?
was clearly networking that week.
Oh, Marcos.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah,
Marcos.
Marcos.
Yeah, shout out Marcos.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
I also like the one where you made us read scripts with
that one I
Zach
think is my
Dunn.
favorite.
Yeah, and we were giving notes on it, and that made me laugh a lot.
Sometimes when I don't know if I was on the episode or if I just listened. Like I don't know if I was on the script Zach Dunn one. I think I was.
You weren't.
But
It was
I
Johnny,
was
Amir, and Zach.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
think you
I
were.
just listened to it, but everyone's sense of humor is like so in line with mine that it feels like I was there and it happened. Mine is my. Oh, okay. I was gonna say my favorite. I was gonna talk about one of my favorite memories, but that's fine. Yeah,
We're gonna
what's your
we're gonna
favorite?
cut this part.
No, it's fine.
No, that wasn't an interstitial. That was truly just like, let's keep it up. Let's keep the energy up of 100 episodes.
It was bad. It was a bad choice.
It wasn't even an interstitial. You just kind of
just played
interrupted your own segment.
It's
and
energy.
me with
It wasn't.
It was like the
That's
equivalent of a
poison.
yawn, just where you just like drop a big sound in the middle of someone else's. There it is. Yeah.
it was. I liked the power hour. The power hour.
That was
we
a
did
lot of
together.
fun to record.
Was that the
Also, I
first
don't think
in-person episode of like, you know, aside from the one that me and Amir had, like the first it was like the first in-person video episode, right? Yeah.
I think so. Amazing. My favorite is The Audit, the entire series.
Mm.
And I'm
Nice.
glad we made up.
That's awesome, dude.
Wow.
What? It's a
Throwback.
fucking reference.
That was a lot
to
of
you.
comedy.
We
at
have to
one
take a
moment.
break. We have to take a fucking
Oh
break.
my
Thank some
God.
sponsors.
You do so much worse shit than that.
We'll talk.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. You know, people don't always realize that physical symptoms like headaches, teeth grinding, and even digestive issues can be indicators of stress. And let's not forget about doom scrolling, sleeping too little, sleeping too much, undereating, overeating, etc., etc. I've been feeling pretty stressful since we recorded our 100th episode, our last episode, really. So, yeah, it's been hard. Stress shows up in all kinds of ways. And in a world that's telling you to do more, sleep less, and grind all the time, here's your reminder to take care of yourself, do less, and maybe try some therapy. Therapy's been great for me. I highly recommend it to everybody, especially if you're going through something like I am right now. I'm really looking forward to my session on Thursday. BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, so give it a try and see if online therapy can help lower your stress. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and the listeners of the Headgum podcast get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/what's that? Again, that's BetterHelp, BetterHelp.com/what's that. Thanks, BetterHelp. Thank you to Athletic Greens for sponsoring this episode. Guys, I literally use this product every day. I'm so sad that the show's over because I was really enjoying the Athletic Greens products that they sent. I will wake up, have some water, cleanse that palate, and then I'll have my AG1 just start the day with a lot of energy and focus. So what is this stuff? Well, with one delicious scoop of Athletic Greens, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens to help start your day right. This special blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, your immune system, your energy, recovery, focus, and aging, all the things. I think it tastes great. I think it tastes like bubble gum in a way, but again, there's no artificial anything. It's lifestyle friendly, so whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free, it's all good. It's all for you. Contains less than 1 gram of sugar, no GMOs, no nasty chemicals or artificial anything while still tasting good. And it supports better sleep quality, recovery, mental clarity, and alertness. It's also the one thing with the best things. Athletic Greens uses the best of the best products based on the latest science with constant product iterations and third-party testing. Maybe this show would have been more successful if I'd listened to other people's advice and maybe done some third-party testing like Athletic Greens. It costs less than $3 a day, and you're investing in your health, and it's cheaper than your cold brew habit. It's also cheaper than getting all these different supplements yourself, which I used to do, and now I get it all from Athletic Greens. And you're basically investing in an all-in-one nutritional insurance. So right now it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. And to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit it's hard to read these words, knowing the show is over. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/what's-that. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/what's-that to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
And we're back, all right? Episode 100. This is what I did, all right? I emailed all previous guests on the show, present company included, and I was like, we made it. We made it to 100 episodes. Thank you all for being a part of it in however big or small a way you have been. And if you wanted, this was an idea I got from No Joke, which you guys did for 200, which was just send in, a congratulatory message or any message really being like wishing us well, good luck on the next 100 episodes.
It's cool.
So I thought we could listen to some messages that are pre-recorded from past guests. What do you guys think?
Sounds like a great idea I made up.
Cool.
Love it.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's start with Avital Ash.
Oh,
Nice.
You did it.
my lover.
Somehow you got to 100 episodes, and I can't think of anyone less deserving. Congratulations, I guess. This is bad.
Yeah.
So many more people deserve to have made it this far, and you are not one of them. Why did you get to here? This is crazy. Is it even good? I don't think
Amir.
so. And you run it for some reason, and people listen to it, I guess, which is insane. That's the craziest part of all. I think 100 is a good time to stop. I think you should probably stop now. This is Avital, by the way. All right. Happy 100th episode in retirement, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Not hopefully.
Hey, Amir,
Yeah.
can you fire Jeffrey?
Yeah, we felt bad before the 100th, but I think it's gonna happen soon.
Okay, good. It's about time.
Oh, you're.
That was really beautiful. That was touching.
No,
Yeah.
it wasn't.
I like the question, why did you get to here?
Sort of an existential.
She brought up some good points.
What good points? I feel like that wasn't fair
I
at all.
took issue with one thing that she said because she said, "And you run it," and I was like, "No, he doesn't." I feel like
That's what you take issue with? I feel like maybe
yeah. I think it's mostly
retire
run
at 24.
by.
What would I even
Marika.
do?
Kind of like, yeah.
How many voice messages do you have?
I have 17 more. It's a lot.
17.
But there's no way they're all that angry. So I guess let's keep it going with our in-house video producer, Casey Donahue.
Oh,
Hey, Geoff, it's Casey, the Headgum video producer. Just want to leave you a little message for the 100th episode of the Headgum podcast.
Nice.
You didn't tell me you wanted to shoot in the studio this week. You've actually never told me when you want to shoot in the studio. And it's been driving me crazy. This isn't a playground. This isn't Geoff's fun house. This is a professional studio. You can't just come and go whenever you please. We've got a schedule. We've got shows we got to shoot. And your show is literally the lowest priority of them all. You have no respect for me. You have no respect for Anya. You know, Anya and I spent months wiring the studio for sight and sound. And I'm willing to bet $100 that you're going to show up with your own Zoom recorder because I guess we didn't do a good enough job for you. You're going to stick it right in the middle of the set, and you're going to have the wires going all over the place. It's going to look like amateur hour as usual. And I'm going to be sick to my stomach when we upload another episode of the Headgum podcast. Clearly, I can't trust you, so I'll be in the studio for the record. And that's honestly mostly just to make sure that you don't break any of the extremely expensive equipment that we have in there. You're an embarrassment to the company. You're the bane of my existence. Jake and Amir only let you do this show because they feel bad for you. And I hope you quit. So, yeah, I just wanted to call and let you know that you have to tell me when you want to use the space, okay? I'm absolutely sick of this bullshit. All right, man. That's it. Take care. Bye.
Amir.
Take care.
He said take
Sounds
care.
like Jake
That was
was
nice.
right.
That was a nice way to sign off. Take care. I like that.
It was pleasant.
Yeah, but it doesn't undo
Casey's
anything
great.
in the 90 seconds before.
Well, you want to start with a compliment, end with a compliment, and then sandwich
Yeah,
an
he
insult
really
in
he
the
really did
middle.
it. He did it well.
I wasn't like
he made a
hearing
lot of
exactly-
great points, especially I was a little bit sick to my stomach as well when I had to upload the Headgum podcast where all of the cords were unplugged and the Zoom was on the table. And I did complain to them, so that rang true.
Okay.
Geoff has 5 guests.
But we can
and
go on to the
we're
next
all
one.
going to be sitting in silence for the next half hour or so. He has a record number of guests, and this whole episode is about to be audio cues. moving
17,
forward.
16 more, 16 times 1 to 2 minutes.
That's the next 35 minutes. We've already recorded like 12. That puts us at 47. He's going to say wax, so that's another 8 minutes. We're maxed out.
We're waxed.
We're waxed
Max on wax.
All I said was send in a message congratulating us on 100 episodes or whatever you want to say.
You still got 17. That's pretty good. To receive that much feedback is nice, whether it's constructive or not.
Yeah, I mean, God, if I sent out a mass email and got 17 responses,
That's
I'd feel
huge.
pretty damn special. Yeah.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys. That makes me feel better. That makes me feel
Damn.
a little bit more optimistic about
Well, let's play the
100.
next one,
Let's
right?
play the next one. You know what? I'm going to go with a close personal friend of mine. All right, I'm going to go with George Saba. He sent in a 2-parter.
Oh.
So
damn it.
it's got to be
That is
a
not
little
what
bit
the
kinder.
podcast needs right now.
Hey, Jeffrey, it's your friend George Saba. Congratulations on 100 episodes. I don't really feel like being mean to you. I'm actually quite proud that this show has made it this far. So I have sourced a message from someone who could perhaps do equal damage, your ex-girlfriend, Ellen.
There's no way.
Hi, I'm Ellen. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I dated Jeffrey in high school when I was 15.
Oh my God.
And now I live in New York, and I'm a marketing coordinator, and I have an amazing boyfriend. I met my boyfriend in college. He was a senior and I was a junior. So I made the first move, and then we've been dating for like 2 years now. I knew I loved my boyfriend. Honestly, I think after our first date, I had like a really big crush on him for the longest time, and we had been friends. So when
We
we
don't have
finally
to-
had like that
This
first
is
date,
5
I just
minutes
kind
long.
of knew
Yeah.
it was gonna stick for a while. First date, he took
I
me
think we don't have to go
to
through
this
all of
small
it,
park
probably.
by
Let me
my
hear it.
I think we
school
get
that I
it.
used to like walk my dog at all the time.
We get it.
And he brought a picnic blanket and wine.
I can do a
and,
picnic.
Like
It's a
mini,
good
like,
joke. No
3-inch
one's saying it's not a good
canvases,
joke. It's
and
just that
like,
we get
painted,
it.
And he painted a picture of us, and it was just the
I can
sweetest thing
paint.
ever.
Like I could do
My
this
boyfriend
with
now
anyone.
is
I don't know if you can paint.
genuinely by far the best boyfriend I've ever had. I feel like
No
before
way.
Awesome.
him, it was all kind of like high school flings or like silly little,
More than
not like serious moments, kind of me just
Real connection.
fucking
You were young.
around.
You were young.
So yeah, I think I'm the happiest I've ever been. I
No, I'm
think
glad.
a
That's nice for
really
her.
like special thing
I
about
feel
my
like-
boyfriend is how like
How many-
inquisitive and curious.
What's
he
the
is.
runtime on
We
this track?
There's another
can honestly
4
get
minutes.
into, like,
I'm
the
curious. by the way.
longest conversations
Pause.
or debates just because he has like the most like open mind ever. It is always
have an open
exploring like
mind.
different avenues, and it's just
Ask
really,
me anything controversial.
really nice to talk to. It's stupid, but he actually has the cutest cheeks in the world. They're like
Pinch my
so
cheeks.
big and round.
Pinch
and
my
I'm
cheeks,
obsessed
Billy.
with them.
Look how
And
cute these are.
They're fine.
also
They're more than
dresses,
fine.
like,
Jake,
so
do something.
Nice. I love the way he
I
dresses.
can barely
I
even
asked
hear
him to
you
style
over
me,
the
and he, like,
boyfriend
picks
story.
outfits,
Yeah.
and he's very like bold and confident with
Hit
his
stop,
fashion
dog. I'm
choices,
begging
but it
you now.
looks
Hit
I
like
poured
stop.
champagne
You're
over a
bold, but you're
table.
not
He's, like,
confident.
not too much. He's just like cool. I think
Marika's
he's
the only
coolest.
one still
And when
listening.
you say cheeks, you mean like face cheeks, right?
Yeah.
Face.
And
I
he's
didn't
a nice
realize
butt.
this was an
He does.
interview.
I have a nice
I would
ass.
also say my boyfriend's
shown
like
you my
one of
ass.
the smartest people
Yeah.
I've ever met.
I
My favorite
read.
memory with my boyfriend was probably when I recently moved to New York, and when I was moving from Ohio to New York, he helped
We
me
know.
move into my apartment, and I was like alone for a week or two, and he like stayed with me.
This has
and,
nothing to do
it
with the
was really
show
just an empty
anymore.
apartment.
Fine.
This has
Good
nothing to do
God,
with it.
dog.
I have issues
Stop
with
that
when you cut that
sooner.
off.
It was
This
still
is-
really early. I saw the timeline move. We were at
That
the,
was
it-
halfway.
40%
way.
mark.
Ellen
yeah.
has
That was
spoken more than
halfway.
any of the guests on this podcast.
Ellen.
This is turning into a fucking public stoning of me,
Yeah.
right? What is
Yeah.
this? Diet Smoke, where are you?
What's that?
Diet Smoke. It's basically Delta 8 THC gummies, so it's like that
This is a fucking
perfect
sponsored
medium high
segment.
between
Yeah,
THC
let's save it for
and
the ad
CBD.
break. Next.
All right, here we go. This is going to be from Johnny Villa.
Wow, that's
Hey,
nice.
Jeffrey. I wanted to record a message for the 100th episode, but every time I tried something, it just didn't feel right. And I couldn't display my emotions to the fullest extent.
I know it's coming.
You deserve more than that. So what I did was pay a voice actor to record exactly what I wanted to say.
Oh.
Take it away, Mr. Ben Kroger.
Do you believe that podcasts are great to expand the mind and teach us about other people?
Wow.
You're an idiot. Welcome to the Headgum Podcast.
This is good.
An
We
hour
should
you'll
run this.
Never get back.
Yeah, honestly.
Suck it, other podcasts. It's a show that has listeners, even though the host sucks. And I mean sucks. Think about the worst person you know. Yup, he's worse. Segments are underprepared. The worst soundboard you've ever heard.
21, 21, 21.
An immeasurable amount of dead air. And it's all Jeffrey James's fault.
Bart.
I feel like it's not that much dead
all
air.
Jeffrey James's fault. It's all Jeffrey James's fault. It's all Jeffrey James's fault. All Jeffrey James's it's all Jeffrey James's fault. Jeffrey James's fault. It's all Jeffrey James's fault. It's all Jeffrey James's fault.
Of course.
It's all Jeffrey
Make it stop, man!
It's all Jeffrey James's fault. It's all Jeffrey James's fault. It's all Jeffrey James's fault.
Take him off. Just take him off if it's that bad to you. Don't act like they're stapled to your head.
It was.
I might contact Johnny to see if we can run that as an ad for the show. Maybe on
we should genuinely
Spotify.
try. We should
Yeah.
genuinely try it. That'd be so fun.
I'm down to put $50,000 behind airing that on the biggest, most important podcasts of Jeffrey and his friends' lives, so they all sort of hear how bad he is on
Oh,
other
yeah.
shows.
Maybe like Armchair Expert or something.
Yeah, something that they
Jeff,
definitely
You look,
listen.
you look shell shocked. Is everything okay?
Everybody went into ad conversation, and Jeff is still maintaining this. I just had a crazy attack energy.
This is not what was supposed to happen. We were supposed to fucking make me feel happy.
Well,
'Cause I've been
maybe
doing
the
it for
next one will be
100
really
fucking weeks.
nice.
What's that?
Maybe the next one will be really nice.
Okay, and speaking of nice, let's go with Shelby Wolstein, who just was on the Nice episode.
Oh.
Hey, Jeff. Kind of an awkward call. I just got out of a therapy appointment, and I thought maybe I should give you a courtesy call. I was talking to my therapist. She said, I was making a lot of progress, and in the past month or so, she's really seen a pretty steep decline in me mentally and emotionally, and in a lot of ways physically. And she we were talking about it for a while. We were trying to get to the bottom of it. And ultimately what we came down to was I've guested on your pod like 3 times in the past month or so. And we're thinking that might be a reason for my sort of distress emotionally. Emotional distress. Legally, that is what we are going to call it in the lawsuit. So
she's suing you.
Again, this
For
is a courtesy
emotional
call.
distress?
You're getting served.
I didn't want it to come to this, but we were talking, and it's just like I'm gonna have to start going, 2-a-days with her just to start getting back on track. And if I'm gonna afford that, I need to go through with this. It's been really awful knowing you, but I hope you lose in court.
That's not a but. That's the wrong conjunction.
She's suing you
and.
for that. She's suing you, basically. There's no way the other ones are nice. The last 2 really hurt your feelings, it seems like.
Well, there's only 12 more, right?
Yeah, let's
You
go.
look kind of crazed.
Let's see what you brought to the table. Amir sent in a
Me?
voice note. That's kind of nice, yeah.
I mean,
Beautiful
you know what I
soundscape.
think of you. It's not high regard, man. Yeah, I don't know. I've sort of said it all, and yet I feel like I haven't said enough in a weird way. You're not it. You're basically not the right person to do this podcast, but also probably anything else. Like, I can't imagine a task or responsibility where you'd be in the top 3 of what I'd consider even just like, not like exceeding expectations, but a competent, comfortable zone. Like, to say you're not good at anything is sort of underselling how below average you are at literally anything. But congrats on doing it 100 times. It's Amir, obviously.
Thank you.
That was nice.
That at least ended on a nice
Very
note.
much. I really do appreciate that. I really appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate. Yeah, you're welcome.
It's just kind of funny because like to work with such amazing comedians to me is like,
yeah,
it's a dream come true, really, on a certain in a certain shade. So to hear you say something like that to me means,
yeah, you're not.
It means it is Earth Day. It means the world.
Love that.
Also, today's my half birthday.
Wow.
Today's my wife's birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday, Jill.
There's a lot of things happening, but let's kind of focus on what's in the room.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. All right. Here. Oh, Andrew Pyle, all the way from Hudson Valley.
Hey, Geoff, it's Pyle. Look, I keep getting alerts about your Headgum email address. Your mailbox is filling up. Went in there today, and look, you subscribe to a lot of crypto newsletters. I feel like maybe just read some of those or unsubscribe or something or delete them after you read them. But also, you got to respond to your doctor, man. They've been reaching out for months, and it seems pretty serious. So give them a call or email.
I did, and they said that I had a fucking fat ass. So
you have a degenerative mental illness, I think.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what? This isn't helping.
You said that they just said you had a fat ass and thin legs. There's no way they would email you multiple times for that. I didn't know Pyle could do that. Go into your email. Did you know that?
No, he has the
You
back
definitely
end.
can.
Yeah.
He can. He's our CTO. Billy, present company. What's up?
What's up, Geoff? What's up, Headgum podcast listeners? This is Billy Scafuri. Just wanted to give you a peek behind the curtain real quick. Geoff has been emailing the previous guests of the Headgum podcast for a while now with the specific intent to leave him a quote-unquote vitriolic message to him and presumably the show.
rest.
I'm going to read to you now the second email Geoff sent, and note the extra excitement in receiving the vitriol. Hey, y'all, exclamation point. Wanted to ping this message, ping, to see if we can get a couple more more. Vitriolic messages for Headgum Podcast's 100th episode by this Friday, April 22nd. Jeffrey James emailed previous guests of his podcast asking for insults with a deadline. If you have some time to record a voice memo of libel, that would be amazing. Cheers. Thanks, Geoff. Thanks, listeners of the Headgum Podcast. This is Billy Scafuri trying to provide as much Geoff truth as I can. Here's to many more, pal. Congrats on 100.
Oh.
That was nice too.
Yeah.
Ferris, cut
Thank
that
you.
out.
Why?
Because it lifts the veil.
Dude.
We know the veil. We absolutely get how the sausage is made.
Speaking of Ferris.
Geoff, Ferris here.
Ferris!
100 episodes.
Right? Oh!
Ooh,
wow.
Right.
Nice.
Or should I say?
That's really good.
100 episodes.
He
That's
is in control.
100 weeks
There's
of a
such a good
self-imposed imprisonment
radio
of my own
voice.
doing. For the past 2 years, this show has been a cafeteria tray of poison slid under my cell door every single week for me to swallow down, along with my pride, and help smuggle you onto listening platforms like a Trojan horse.
Damn, Daniel.
You think
that was easy?
Well,
Nice.
it wasn't easy. I've listened to every
Just the
second
easy.
of every episode, all to become a known accomplice to this, for lack of a better term, weekly podcast. I'm blacklisted by the entertainment industry for this, and I deserve it. Irreversible damage has been done to good people, and I sat by and let it happen. Also, major key alert. Turn down the gain on your mic so that this isn't the raw material I'm left to work with, you megaphone. But also, major key alert. Stockholm Syndrome is real. Love you, buddy. Happy 100th episode. Let's get it started in
Wow,
let's end
Ferris
it,
rules.
right?
He should host this show.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I've never heard that hurled as an insult.
It's clever because you do often peak.
Thank you.
No, I mean, like, you're too close to the microphone. It's hard
Sorry.
to record it.
Let's hear from a friend of the show, John George, former intern, good friend of mine.
Hello, Headgum crew. It is former Headgum intern John George here to congratulate you guys on 100 episodes of the Headgum podcast. I mean, how did you guys do it?
Right?
Seriously, how are you
Lot of
guys
work.
continuing to keep this podcast afloat
Lot of work.
with a toxic, awful man as your host, Jeffrey James? This guy is terrible, awful, and I know you're in the room, Geoff. You're bad. You're just bad in general.
What do I
I'm not
do?
even going to call you a bad host. You're just a bad person. You're over there celebrating 100 episodes of this podcast. What a milestone, right? Well, guess what? Me and my therapist just celebrated a milestone too. 100 times I've had to go to therapy because of the times I've been on this podcast.
Common theme.
And Geoff, don't act surprised
It's a
over there.
bad
Don't act like
ratio.
this is news to
Yeah.
you because we've talked
1 to
many
1.
times about this. Over messages, over coffee. We've talked many times about how I did not like being on the podcast, how you traumatized me. And guess what? You retained none of it. You seem apologetic in the moment. You retained absolutely none of it. It has come down to this. This is what my therapist has recommended me do. Come on this podcast, tell you off in front of your coworkers, tell you off in front of the listeners, and maybe it'll help my mental health, but maybe it'll also help yours. Maybe it'll make you a better person. Even though I told my therapist there's no way that happens, I can literally not imagine a world where Geoff is a better person. Ever. Even a little bit better. I can't imagine that.
I can try.
Anyways,
Jeez.
congratulations to everyone at Headgum but Geoff for all the hard work on this podcast, because I know they put a million times more work into it than Geoff with his silly sounds and his... That's all he does. That's all he does. He has a soundboard. That's it. Congrats, man. I can go find a soundboard on the internet too. I can find funny sounds on YouTube, man.
Yikes.
Wow, good job. Ugh. Congrats, everybody. But Geoff, of course, I have to reiterate, not you, Geoff.
No, and yeah, congratulations, obviously, to Marika. And,
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I appreciated it.
yeah.
Do you remember the first episode, Marika? Was it like this or was it totally different? I feel like
It was way more normal. It was like all of us just chatting. It was like a
Yeah.
cocktail hour back then.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Who was on it?
Chat.
What's
I mean,
that?
let's take a break. I can't
We actually
handle another
can't
one.
chat because you've been playing voicemails for the last, what feels like
Haven't chatted
hour
in
and
40
a half.
minutes, Jake.
Let's chat.
Haven't
then.
chatted in
Let's
40
wax.
minutes.
That's what Billy was
We'll take
afraid
a
of.
break. We have I think 5 more to get to, but we'll take a break.
Okay.
5 more.
5 more. It's. Am I that bad?
So we've heard 2 people.
Do I deserve this?
I feel like if we're going to talk about something, I don't want to talk about you personally.
Let's talk about Formula One.
So we've heard 2 people.
Just sadly, let's talk about car racing. This sucks.
2 of the 9 people have mentioned their therapists. If I set the line, the over/under at 2.5 people will
interesting.
mention their therapist, would
So-
you bet the over or the under?
So will one more person
Over.
mention therapy?
Probably over.
Yeah, I think over.
I'll fade the public, go under. No more therapy references going forward. Now we have something to sort of look forward to.
There you go.
Right.
As we play
that
the
makes
next.
I guess that makes it interesting for you and Billy, but what am I supposed to do?
Well,
Pick
you
a
can
side.
also bet. Yeah.
Pick a side. Over 2.5. You know,
I'm
he
going to keep on
refuses.
checking my email.
And that's okay.
All right, this comes in from one of Headgum's newest hires. Very kind person.
Is this Kate?
Kayla Moriarty. Let's see.
Oh.
Hey, Geoff.
I'm
it's
in
Kayla.
therapy.
Happy 100th episode. I'm so sorry I waited until the very last minute to get this to you. It's just that I don't respect you at all.
Whoa. She's very sweet usually.
Thank you so much for having me on the podcast. I've had a lot of fun, and I've never once walked away feeling completely sapped of my energy or robbed of my
That's good.
time. And, you know, your host skills are really incredible. I've never seen someone be able to bring together a random group of people so easily and so quickly, united against you. It's a skill that not a lot of people have.
She's really right.
Like Elon Musk. So congrats on that. And, you know, I'm looking forward to being back on the show and spending more time with you begrudgingly. But, you know, take care and all the best.
I don't want to be like Elon Musk.
Nah, no one should strive for that.
He has a lot of fans, though.
I thought that was nice. It had a compliment.
Did have a compliment. Begrudging, she said, but
Are there segments after this?
there's
I wonder.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the one segment is to listen to
This would be a
everybody's
fun
voice.
podcast to listen to, but not to be on. For
Right.
me.
That's sort of the
Yeah.
whole thing. With
I got
the
an
show.
urgent invite, Jake, because we thought that you
Urgent.
might not make it. And so about a half
Yeah.
hour before, I got a call from Jeff saying, "Can you hop in?" And I did.
Wow.
And
So
you know what I've done?
This is
I've sat on
Billy.
the couch.
This is fully. It is completely my fault. I am so sorry.
Oh, please. I'm happy to be here, Jake.
Let's do that. Sally
Are you?
Dar Griffin,
Well,
one of our more recent guests. She was kind enough to send one.
Hey, Jeffrey, I can't believe you made it to 100 episodes. I haven't the slightest idea why this show is still a thing, considering it makes no sense whatsoever. I recently got into some trouble, and I can't disclose that on air, but I am looking for some community service hours. So if you could please give me a call, that'd be great, since obviously spending time with you is charity work. Also, congrats, I guess.
good one.
Short
Best
and
call.
sweet.
I think that's the best call.
That was
of the,
perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sally's a pro.
Yeah.
That was
Jeff
that
should
was
have said,
brief.
like, keep it 30 seconds or under.
No Joke did this 100 episodes
Yeah.
ago. We did this exact same premise, but
Yeah.
we told everyone, try and keep it brief, 15 seconds,
That's
30
great.
seconds.
That's a
because
good
there's
note.
going to be a lot of responses.
Yes, exactly.
And what we also did was we seeded them out throughout the episode.
Oh,
So you
that's
go back
good.
to your guests,
That's
talk
nice.
a little bit, and then it was like a little AV, a
That's
little
really
multi-
good.
And
Yeah.
that
That's
was the,
really good, actually.
But Jeff said, I want to take that same idea and lump it.
Yeah,
I
it's
wanna
a
lump
lumpy.
it.
It's a lumpy podcast. A little
We're
bit.
stuck in the lump. Let's face facts, guests.
We're
We're
in the
stuck
lump.
in the lump right now.
It's like
in the
lumpy
lump.
mashed potatoes or something.
Those are good.
I mean, you're
Those
still
are
gonna
good.
eat it. You're still gonna have it.
You're
You just
forced
wish
to
it
eat
was so smooth.
And so let's see. Maybe it'll smooth itself out. Jeff.
You're a lump, man.
Save us
He's
from
lump.
the lump.
He's lump.
He's lump.
He's
He's
lump.
lump. You are a boiled potato.
You're a boil.
That's funny.
What an
You
off the
suck.
cuff sentence.
You suck.
You are a boiled potato.
Jeffrey
It's all
James's
Jeffrey James's
fault.
fault.
It's all Jeffrey
Jeffrey
James's
James's
fault. It's all Jeffrey
Jeffrey
James's
James's
fault.
You dudes gave Johnny some shine on that, but we need to give him some more. Johnny is so pro.
Yeah, he's really
Yeah.
good.
No, he's
At
really good.
everything he does, it's quality over quantity. My
Yeah.
man
For
brings
me, it's Johnny all
quality.
day.
All
Johnny
day.
all day.
Johnny all day.
I love
Geoff,
Johnny.
no
He
way.
puts a lot of hard work.
That's
I don't want to compare because it's not
Yeah.
fun to like just compare people because there is no comparison to.
But
Geoff
let's
and
compare
Johnny,
them for a second. If
yeah.
Johnny hosted episodes 101 through 200, let's just imagine what those episodes might be and
Polished.
feel like.
They'd be
Polished.
really good.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean,
Audience would
listen to
feel
what he
taken
did with
care
that
of.
trailer.
Yeah.
The trailer was incredible.
Trailer was
Beautiful.
really good.
He put more
I don't like
time
the
and
words
effort
in
into
it,
that. One second. More time and effort into that trailer than you have into 100 episodes.
Like
And I
Geoff
think he
didn't
has a-
even tie his tie well for this show.
That's true.
You missed it when he spilled.
Yeah.
He spilled a
I
lot.
spilled Shandon.
Johnny has a mature sense of humor too, where it's almost like you can sit back with a glass of wine and just kind of enjoy
Yes,
his
exactly.
natural
And
suave
Geoff is a
tones.
boiled potato.
He is a big potato.
Yeah.
We're stuck
He
in
is
the
a
lump.
boil.
We're stuck in the lump.
Stuck in the
He
lump.
is the lump. Yeah.
He's long.
Not mashed
He's
at
long.
all.
He's matzah. He's matzah in
spud.
summer. That's good. Have we said boiled potato?
Spud
like that
is a
sounds
good
familiar.
nickname.
Yeah.
Spud is a good nickname.
Spud Webb, Spud James.
Spud.
Yeah. 'Cause
Is
you're-
Spud in the office today?
Yeah, that's good. I know it would be like
Where's
is Geoff
Spud?
here.
Review. Hosted by Spud and Riley.
You.
What?
Fuck you.
Keep
Holy
lumping
shit!
Oh my god.
Wow. Are you really
There's-
leaving?
There's 3 more.
Doors
what if they're
open.
positive?
Doors
And one more
slammed.
segment.
Doors slammed.
What do you think this segment will be?
What do you think the over-under is on Geoff returning?
Ooh, great.
60 seconds?
I would say
He's in the hall right now dying. Like he
Really?
wants to be back on camera so bad.
because he wants to. Yeah, I mean, he doesn't want to do it instantly. It has to be like a funny length of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But we are out of time at the same time.
Here's another question. Does he return with some sort of new prop?
Oh, that's fun.
Like this is going. He had this design where he was going to get mad enough
Yeah.
that he was going to storm out, and when he came back, he's going to have a big surprise for us.
Yeah,
want him to get ahead of
don't
that
know if I
now.
call it a big surprise.
Fair.
He's probably going to bring back something, and it's not going to be super well thought out. But I do think this was his intention.
Does everyone feel like I'd have to be here for when he comes back? Because I know I've only been here for what was supposed to be half the show.
Yeah.
But I have been sitting here for 45 minutes now.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's like the amount of time I would
Extent.
have committed to this.
Yeah.
You're
I mean, for
contractually
you guys, yeah,
obligated.
this started at 3
I
o'clock.
kinda have-
This is an
I
hour
kinda
and
have to-
20 minutes.
Yeah, I kind of have to pee. I wonder if I should use this time now to go to the restroom.
Yeah.
What if we all left? I feel like that's a bit of a power move.
That's
You
cool.
stormed off? We can all storm off if you want.
Oh, that's fun.
I do kind of want to understand what's going to happen once Amir. Oh, is he back? Yeah.
Oh, he's back. Damn. I was very into the everyone.
He's drinking
leaving
a
thing.
beer
I was
now.
so
Yeah.
fucking close. He's drinking again.
He's a
This whole thing
pounding
was
Gansett.
this whole thing was sponsored fucking content for making
Let's
it a
go.
Gansett.
Let's play the next one.
I was going
we
to use
still have
the
to take a break.
No,
bad.
there's no way.
6 fucking years I've been working in some capacity with this company.
Let's play the
And all-
next
no,
clip.
No, 1 second. All I've been met with is fucking swimming
Wet with?
upstream.
Yeah,
right?
always been
Met
wet
wet with. Met wet with.
So I stuttered because I'm angry.
Wait a minute.
Let me tell you something about Narragansett, by the way.
He was working on this monologue all night last night, pacing in the mirror.
Tweeted once,
Yeah.
and they gave me a Brandon beer sittership. And guess what
We
else
don't
they
even give
gave
you
me?
cash.
60 beers. 2
Fine.
hoodies. 3 t-shirts. And constant social media interaction.
My man.
Marika, when was the last
Why
time
are you
tweeted at me from that Headgum
explaining
account?
this?
What's that?
Why are you explaining this?
60 beers.
Let
That's 5
Let's
dozen
go.
I
beers.
just see Geoff typing the invoice, taking out $5,000 and entering 60
beers.
2 racks,
Headgum
2
reimbursed
racks
me for
against
anything.
it.
reimburse you?
We pay you.
Whatever.
We
You
I
bought
paid for the
pay
fucking
you.
happy hour. I paid for that.
Stop chugging beer and play a clip.
It's
This is from
120
Mike
where you are.
Stop chugging beer and play a
Anyway,
clip.
this is Tom Hanks.
Jeff, it is Mike, the least requested guest on the show. Really honored to have been asked to send you a voice memo for your 100th episode. Truly, thank you for the opportunity. Feel blessed. 100 episodes. What a ride, buddy. I think I was on
Instantly
4
happy.
of them. I just can't imagine what it would have been like if I had been able to guess all those times when you'd reach out a couple days before recording to ask if I wanted to do it, and I'd say, yeah, when? And then you'd not respond. Or like when you'd Slack me half an hour before recording and say, oh, we had a guest cancel. We need to fill a spot really quickly. And I'd be like, yeah. Okay, happy to jump on the show. And then you'd actually just not respond again. Yeah.
So you feel genuinely bad.
You're back in LA now, right? I feel like that must be a real blessing for the New York crew, just because they don't have to like see all the empty eyedrop containers that you just leave around the recording studio and by the computer and everything.
But true.
I know now when I sit down at my workstation, I really miss being faced with your bio-contaminated trash. Anyway, I really don't know what to say. 100 episodes. I can't imagine this has been good for your career. My dog has more Instagram followers than you. I wish I was kidding, but she does. This is embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing for me. I work at one of the most prestigious terrestrial radio programs and podcasts in the world. You're nothing, Geoff. You're nothing. I just need you to know this show means nothing.
Really?
At all. This is the last thing. This is sort of tangential, but like I stopped getting royalty checks for the theme song. Could you talk to Marty about that? I tried to reach out on Slack to him, but like I think he blocked me.
I didn't know you could do that.
Which I didn't know that was the thing you could do. Anyway, just stop doing the show. It would probably be better for everybody. Okay, thanks. Bye.
I didn't realize that Mike was getting loyalty checks for the theme song because I also played on the theme song. So I feel like
I didn't think he was.
I feel weird because I've been cashing the checks.
For what?
I think they go. Both of your checks still go to the old office address, and I'm able to just kind of.
I didn't eat.
That's okay. That's not your fault.
And then, like,
What's that?
I didn't eat this morning, so to chug a beer. You guys can keep talking. To chug a beer, like I feel bloated now.
Yeah.
Chug another one. Chug another one, Geoff.
Chug another beer.
Chug another beer, Geoff.
I drove to the office, man.
Dude, just spend the day here.
Chug another
beer.
Voicemail.
Chug a beer, dude. It's 100.
That's really cool.
It
You
is
should
100.
chug 100 beers.
Grab a couple Gansets and chug them all.
Keep it 100.
You have 60.
All right, This is crazy.
No
We did
therapy
60
references,
beers.
by the way.
No therapy so far. We have 3 more.
Okay.
Chug a beer for every voicemail.
I'm just gonna kind of be here on my phone, but you guys let
I
me
think
know
that's
whenever they're
fair.
playing.
Is that even good to do?
Yes.
I feel like it's just funny for you in
Don't.
the studio. It's not going to be good for audio.
Please don't.
I won't do it. Here we go. Melanie Bracewell, all the way from down under.
Nice.
Australia.
Hey, Geoff. It's Mel
Geoff.
Bracewell here from New Zealand.
New Zealand.
I'm just
You said Australia.
leaving you this message because you know how you borrowed that like $50 from me a few weeks ago? You were like, I really, really need this. I'm super desperate.
makes so
like
much
things are
money.
really tough for me, and you sort of sobbed a bit. So I gave it to you, but I'm gonna need that back. Not because I need it, like I'm doing pretty well, but
Right.
because I actually like to see you upset. So yeah, like if you could just send that back whenever, that'd be dope. Thanks.
That one was at least not rude to you.
It was just
innocuous,
asking
that
for
one.
something, but it just feels weird because like I'm in a tough spot financially in terms of credit card debt, and she has she makes a lot of money, so
Especially for New Zealand bucks.
yeah.
So you just texted her, I need 50?
Couldn't be someone who lives in a further time zone.
Just feels like
4 a.m. Nobody else was up.
Okay.
Let's bring it home with 2 of my close personal friends, Riley Anspaugh and then Zach Dunn.
Oh, there we go.
Hi,
go.
Geoff. It's Riley. Oh my God, 100
Right?
episodes of the Headgum podcast. I mean, congrats, you guys. Like, this is such an achievement, and I am so thrilled for all of you. I mean, congratulations. And if I could just share anything, Geoff, you know, you are one of my best friends in this world. I love you so much. And I just
really
want to
nice.
give you the permission to just drop the mask. You don't need to try this hard. You try so so hard. I mean, like in every area, it's like you're just like you push to be seen as like this
I didn't
funny,
fucking say that.
effervescent, bubbly, happy-go-lucky guy. And I just want to give you the permission to stop, to slow down, to just not force it. You force everything so hard and just be, you're enough. And I know that you don't feel that way. But honestly, like at the end of the day, you are enough. So just stop. Just stop. You're pushing so hard. And I actually think that pushing is pushing other people away because they can feel how fake it is feel how sad you are inside. So just let that all go. Let that all go and stop trying so hard. Okay, bud? Happy 100 episodes. Congrats, you guys. Much love.
That one was trending towards
issue
therapy.
with that one because it kind of like, excuse me, it sort of boils everything down to like, oh, you have one problem and it's that you try too hard and otherwise you'd be good. But I take issue because I think you're, fully bad. I think you're subpar. I think
I'm multifaceted.
There's not. I think there's not one thing that's keeping you from achieving greatness. I think there are many things. You're starting with the opposite of a head start.
Jake, I think it's a good umbrella note. I think that it's a note that in all of his choices that he makes in life, there's not one singular choice that is kind of like disrupting him in society.
You think
it's
there's
that
not a
every
pattern?
choice, I'm talking now, it's that every choice is amplified to such a sweaty degree that it's just overwhelming in every realm. So if he was able to just turn down, to Riley's point, his try-hardness, he might actually be much more palatable.
But I think there's something fundamentally wrong with his brain that makes him do that. So
At this point, I want to get to the bottom
about
of it because I'm starting to agree with you guys. So, what would you change?
We're so beyond that.
I think you can't change. I think that all that can happen is that you can step out of the public sphere, so no one else has to.
The public eye.
Yeah, but I thought the eyes have it.
No.
It's being me.
Let's listen to that last voicemail. So
All right, here we
go home.
Zach Dunn.
Hey, Jeffrey. This is Zach Dunn. I just wanted to admonish you on 100 episodes of the Headgum podcast. Now, full disclosure, I do currently have COVID. And I guess I sort of wanted to say that I think it is your fault. Now, if you look at sort of the rise of COVID, it's basically coincided with the rise of this podcast.
No way.
And
interesting.
It's my opinion that if you stopped doing the podcast, probably COVID would stop in turn. And then maybe I wouldn't have gotten it. I guess it's too late now.
Don't entertain the idea.
So just something for you to stew on and think about a little bit as you consider ending this podcast for the good of humanity. All right, thanks.
A lot of people want me to stop doing the show, it seems like.
No more therapy mentions, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're right.
Although the one trending towards therapy,
Congrats, Amir.
Riley's. You could argue that's 0.5.
You
So
could.
It might have hit the line.
Oh, a push.
But the bet was say the word therapy.
Yeah.
That was easy.
No, that was actually painfully hard.
I think that's a wrap on the big sugar 100. We did good. We did really good, I think.
That's a series wrap on the Headgum podcast. Thank you for your effort. You still got review, and you are still an ambassador. So that's 2 out of 3 bad, brother.
Are you still an ambassador?
I got an email from Narragansett during the show. So
yeah, you're not supposed to chug them publicly like that. That kind of.
You got Narragansett was a New York beer.
You did.
I don't believe you know anything.
This is.
Oh my god.
This is not how I wanted this to go, but you know what? That's every episode. So I've kind of resigned myself to this. Thank you guys for being on this, I guess. I mean, I
don't know if Billy did Bond of the Week.
What? After all this, you want to know who? Renee Jean Page or whatever?
Who?
The guy from
Jean
Bridgerton.
Page.
Regé-Jean.
I thought there was another segment. I mean, I'm chilling. We got a bottle of champagn.
He
the gang's
needs to get
all
out of
here.
here. Jake needs to surf again, probably.
I
We
would
gotta
love
go.
to.
It's gonna be on next week's episode. If there, well, no, you know what? It won't go anywhere because I guess the show's over. So
There's no grand finale. It's episode 100. The audience wants some sort of big splashy something. Nothing.
Can you tell us what the next segment was going to be?
you want to know what the next segment was supposed to be?
Yeah.
I was gonna try and dispense some wisdom.
Oh, yeah. We don't need that. Should we go to plugs?
Nope.
Let's go to
I want to
plugs.
hear the wisdom. I want to hear the wisdom, Geoff. I want to hear the wisdom. It's episode 100. We've all been mean to you. People outside the studio has been mean to you.
Jesus.
He's been mean to us.
This
no,
is a segment
what,
I like
Billy?
to call Sunwise. Jake, I'm sorry. So these are photos of sunrises.
This is insane.
With like brainy quote type things that I've sort of come up with to be wise. The first
So
one is read books written.
not related to the feedback that you got at all.
No.
Okay.
I thought the feedback would be nice job, continue the great
Right.
work. And so I was like, let me just do a segment I would have done either way. Read books written by and for children.
What's the next one?
That's the joke?
It's not a joke, it's wisdom. Curiosity
Oh.
killed my cat. She was interested in oncoming traffic.
That's pretty good.
Closer.
It's a nice photo.
Knowing about the New York Yankees is the beginning of all wisdom.
That
ain't it.
Wisdom is spelled wrong, by the way.
You know how some people like know a bunch of niche baseball facts from like the 1890s, and
Yeah.
then you just kind of
Who
assume that they know
cares?
about the rest of the world? What's
Wits-
that?
Who cares?
Widsome.
Thank you.
Widsome.
Travel over family.
Sure.
Any day.
Okay.
All right. I disagree, but I can see why one would have this opinion.
Me too. He who starts a company is the worst company.
That one's pretty funny, to be honest.
Speak one language, ideally English.
Stop. Next frame. Next frame. Keep
Xenophobic.
it moving, you idiot.
Any
You
fool can
stupid
sleep.
idiot.
The point is to dream.
Okay.
I'm still stuck on that last frame.
It's
Keep it
almost
moving.
Shakespearean.
No, this is it.
Okay, great. Any fool can sleep. The point is to dream. Great. That's Amir's house.
Obviously, you can't. Keep
How do
this
you
in.
blur a house?
Yeah. I guess you have to blur the whole house. As if
Took a
dropping
second.
this footage on the editor's desk wasn't enough. Now he has to blur a house for you.
There might have been a zoom at one point. That doesn't help. That's Amir's home. That's a good
Plugs?
length of a segment. That's a good length of a segment.
Yeah,
That was,
they
a-
shoot
that was
that
the best
short.
segment.
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm feeling a little bit better leaving this the way it
Widsome.
is.
I like the widsome. Was that
Yeah,
a joke
widsome.
or was that
That was a joke.
That was not a joke at all.
No, it wasn't. That was because I wrote these very fast. Of course.
Yeah. And that's every segment that you've ever planned. So
Well, you got to do one of these a week, man. This sucks.
I will say that it was funny. The typo was funny.
you should put the
already
sunglasses
said
back
that.
on. Do it again, but then put the sunglasses back on.
No, honestly, genuinely, I know we were giving Geoff a hard time, but the typo was funny.
Why'd your voice change? All right. We made it through
I
100
like the typo is all. Widsome.
He's kind of like a smooth
Widsome.
jazz guy now. Don't do that, though.
You look like Pino Palladino.
I guess you could say I'm the Lou Gehrig of knowing about Yankee facts.
Nice.
And then I'm going to have a disease named
Yeah,
after
he had a
me.
degenerative
Yeah,
disease.
So, I don't know. Something to think about.
Thanks for 100 episodes. I hope we can continue doing it, but I guess we'll talk right after this. So,
Oh, yeah. Stick around. I wanted to. Another Yankee reference. Touch base. Yeah. About all sorts of shit. W/R/T your employment here with regards to.
Listen to XOXO Gossip Kings, Senior Superlatives. We'll have a video podcast when this comes out, so subscribe to that channel.
School's out
also,
for
Fake the
summer.
Nation's gonna have Neil deGrasse Tyson on this week, so listen to that.
Wow.
Because that's
Huge scat.
cool. I feel like science and stuff.
Yeah.
And
that's a good podcast.
Hopefully, Carlos Sainz's car gets fixed so that he can win the Grand Prix this weekend.
Vamos.
William?
Yeah.
Now I'm getting excited because we're close to the meeting, Jake.
Yeah. I don't even know if I have to be there. I feel like it's simple enough.
In buckets.
Oh yes.
At Billy
Playoffs.
Scafuri.
Buckets. Me and Billy's basketball podcast. We're gonna fucking hit the ground running. There's some really exciting basketball happening on right now, so looking forward to talking about that.
And if you do want me and Johnny to host the upcoming 100 episodes of the Headgum podcast, just let us know on socials.
Hashtag, maybe if we get something trending, like hashtag Billy and Johnny or something like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Hashtag Billy and Johnny.
I guess it could kind of be like a Dead and Company thing where it's like Jerry Garcia's dead, but it still lives on, and then his legacy is furthered because of it. So like,
sure,
you guys host it, but you sort of like further my legacy as well, and I'll be gone.
Cool.
What?
That was a Headgum original.